So you're suffering from oily scalp, which in turn leaves you with limp, greasy hair. Well, you're in the right place because in today's video, I'll be sharing the shampoos and conditioners you should choose to help you solve this problem. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Self-Care Voyage. My amazing subscribers, thank you for joining me once again. And if you're visiting for the first time, I hope you find value in today's video. Let's get into the video, shall we? The first step to finding the perfect shampoo and conditioner will require you to understand your hair type and its characteristics. Here's a breakdown. Maybe you have oily scalp, which leaves your hair and scalp very oily and your hair limp, lacking luster. Or you have an oily scalp, but your strands are very dry and brittle because the oil from the scalp cannot adequately coat your strands. Or maybe you're struggling with frizzy hair, unruly hair, maybe your hair lacks volume, or you have very fine strands. So by knowing your hair's characteristics, this will help you to say, okay, I cannot use this hair care product, or this ingredient is not the best for my hair type. Now, once you understand your hair type and its characteristics, then you can focus on if you're suffering from dandruff or if you're suffering from hair loss. Your hair goals are also crucial when it comes to choosing the right hair care product. What do you want from your hair care product? Do you want volume? Do you want increased hair growth? Are you looking for more shine and definition? Or do you want to elongate your curls? Now, it's impossible for me to cover specific hair care products tailored to all the hair types. So in today's video, I'll be focusing on choosing the right shampoo and conditioner for oily scalp and hair. Oily hair is often caused by overactive sebaceous glands which produce excess sebum. This leads to greasy scalp, limp hair, and because of this, you might find yourself washing your hair quite frequently. And while this can be frustrating, there are several steps you can take to manage this effectively. Now let's focus on shampoos because you must cleanse your scalp, even though you should try to reduce the amount of times you do so. So when choosing a shampoo, this might be the first time and probably the last time you hear me say that sulfates are going to be okay in this case. So for oily scalp and oily hair, you can use a clarifying shampoo which will deep clean the scalp and remove product buildup. When you're checking for such shampoos, look for words like clarifying, purifying, or balancing. There are certain ingredients you can also search for on the label, which include sulfates like sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium laurate sulfate, or milder alternative cleansers containing coconut derivatives. Another shampoo that is going to be great at cleansing your scalp, but it does not contain sulfates, is the Melanin Hair Care Black Soap Shampoo. I promise you this will do a great job at cleansing your greasy scalp and hair. It mainly contains natural ingredients, so you don't have to worry about harmful chemicals. And no, I am not associated in any way with Melanin Hair Care. It's just a great shampoo I've used in the past. In addition, when you're looking for a great shampoo, check for ingredients that are balancing agents like tea tree oil, witch hazel, apple cider vinegar, which can help to balance sebum production. Also look for volumizing agents like biotin and keratin. They will add more volume to your hair without weighing it down. Now, when it comes to actually cleansing your hair and scalp, remember the problem lies at your scalp. So always focus shampoos directly on the scalp, ensure you lather well and rinse it out thoroughly. Now, if you're someone who has short virgin hair, meaning you're not using dyes, chemical dyes, you're not using heat on your hair, then after shampooing, there is no need to apply a conditioner because the natural oils from your scalp will coat your strands effectively. If you have chemically treated hair, and in particular if it's long, then after shampooing, you will need to go in with a deep conditioner. Please avoid applying the deep conditioner to your scalp. Only apply it to your strands. A great deep conditioner is the Melanin Hair Care Plumping Deep Conditioner. That is one I would recommend. But there are several on the market that you can choose. However, ensure that it's a light deep conditioner because you don't want product buildup in addition with the oils from your scalp. Now, what about leave-in products? If you have an oily scalp, an oily hair, and it's virgin hair, then there's no need to leave on products on your hair. You want to avoid that. This is for cases where you have short hair. However, if you have mid-length to long hair, I would suggest you apply a light oil. For example, jojoba oil or grapeseed oil. Apply that oil to the ends of your hair because in many cases, when you have very long hair, the sebum can't get all the way to the end. So when dealing with oily scalp and oily hair, here are a few tips. Wash your hair less frequently. Why? Because you see, if you're trying too hard to always remove the excess sebum on a daily basis, your sebaceous glands will say, you're getting rid of my sebum, and it will continue to produce more. Therefore, try to limit your wash days. Extend your wash days. My next tip is to consider using dry shampoos between wash days. Dry shampoos will help to absorb the excess oil your scalp is producing. However, one thing you must note is that if you're going to be using dry shampoos several times between your wash days, you will experience product buildup. Next, avoid heat styling because excess heat will cause an increase in production of sebum. Instead, when you wash your hair, try to air dry it. Scalp care. Try to find scalp scrubs containing salicylic acid so that you can exfoliate your scalp and remove dead tissue. Next up is frequent scalp massages, which will help to distribute the sebum and prevent it from hardening. Now, this tip should go without saying. Avoid applying products to your scalp. As I mentioned before, when you're deep conditioning your hair, avoid applying the deep conditioner to your scalp. But even after you would have cleansed and deep conditioned your hair, avoid applying oils like castor oil and coconut oil to your scalp because this can worsen the sebum production. Now let's talk about some DIY remedies. And I have a special remedy for you because this is something I recommended for someone who was experiencing severe oily scalp to the point where when you look at their pillow, you would think that someone poured a bottle of oil on their pillowcase. And this is the remedy. You need 120 milliliters of aloe vera juice. Then you will add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This is the apple cider vinegar that I recommended. And to this concoction, you will add 5 drops of tea tree oil. Now all of this should be in an applicator bottle, and then you shake it up thoroughly and apply it to your scalp. Now if you have long hair, I suggest you section your hair off before applying this to your scalp. Massage it in well. Ensure that the treatment is lifting up the dead skin cells from your scalp. Then put on a shower cap and wait for 30 minutes. After your 30 minutes, go ahead and cleanse your scalp and your hair. You could probably use the African black soap, or maybe the African black soap shampoo from Melanin Hair Care, or whichever shampoo you have, and ensure you cleanse your scalp and hair thoroughly. And you can go ahead and follow up with a deep conditioning treatment. Now, after the individual used this remedy, they went an entire month without having to cleanse their hair because their scalp remained clean for all that time. I'm telling you, this treatment works. Another great alternative to using shampoos is clays. You can use bentonite or kaolin clay, and this will help to absorb all that oil from your scalp. Now, while individual results may vary, here are some popular options for oily hair. There is Neutrogena T-Sal Therapeutic Shampoo, L'Oreal Purology Purify Shampoo, Redken Clarifying Shampoo. You can also find shampoos from Yves Rocher, as well as Neutrogena. Other products include the Bumble and Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil. That's a conditioner. Then there's also the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Conditioner. Now remember, it might take some time to find the right products and routine for your hair. However, be patient and experiment to see what works best for you. In my next video, I will focus on how to choose the best shampoos and conditioners for those of you with oily scalp but dry hair. And until next time, remember, your self-care journey starts now.